Okay, confession time. Have you ever checked your work email while pretending to look for something in the fridge? Or maybe, just maybe, considered the logistical possibilities of a toilet desk? I actually heard about someone who did that, yes, a toilet desk, because they felt they couldn't afford to waste those precious minutes. If that doesn't scream burnout culture, I don't know what does. Welcome to Episode 1 of Brain Fizz, the Midlife Recharge, from surviving stress to thriving. The podcast dedicated to navigating the unique, sometimes wild, ride of life between 35 and 60. I'm your host, and today we're diving headfirst into a topic that touches nearly all of us: the rising tide of stress and burnout for professionals juggling careers, families, and everything in between, and also homemakers, as everyone faces different types of midlife stress. Let's be honest, midlife often feels like we're spinning plates, on a unicycle, during an earthquake. We're frequently at the peak of our careers, managing demanding jobs, maybe raising kids, possibly caring for aging parents, and navigating complex relationships. It's that classic, sandwich generation squeeze many of us know too well. Add in today's world, the expectation to constantly adapt to new tech, the blurring lines between work and home thanks to remote work, and devices that keep us perpetually on call. It's a recipe for feeling overwhelmed. In fact, a recent survey found a staggering 77% of employees reported work-related stress in the past month alone, and for many in our age group, stress levels feel significantly higher now than they did even a decade ago. Burnout is a global issue. In India, 59% of corporate professionals report high stress from overwork and job pressures. In Japan, they even have a term karoshi, meaning death by overwork. These aren't isolated cases, but worldwide warning signs. Homemakers, especially women, face similar challenges. Though they don't work in traditional offices, they manage endless domestic responsibilities and emotional labor. Without set hours or recognition, many experience isolation and burnout. But here's the good news: while stress might feel inevitable, burnout isn't. Today, we'll explore why this stage of life can feel so intense, share some relatable stories, and most importantly, equip you with practical, science-backed tools to not just cope, but actually thrive. So, what exactly are we talking about when we say stress and burnout? We throw these words around a lot. The brilliant researcher Brené Brown puts it simply: stress happens when the demands placed on us exceed our ability to cope. It's that feeling when you look at your inbox and think, seriously, where do I even start? But when that stress becomes chronic, when it just keeps piling up without relief, it can morph into burnout. The World Health Organization defines burnout as a syndrome resulting from chronic workplace stress that hasn't been successfully managed. It's characterized by three key things: overwhelming exhaustion, feeling like your battery is completely drained, feelings of cynicism or emotional detachment from your job or life, and a sense of ineffectiveness or lack of accomplishment. Think of it as your internal operating system crashing. And it's not just in your head. Dr. Emily Nagoski, co-author of Burnout, emphasizes that chronic stress is a full-body experience. When we face constant stressors without completing the stress response cycle, we'll get to that, our bodies stay stuck in high alert, leading to that physical, mental, and emotional exhaustion we call burnout. Research confirms this isn't just a feeling. It's a growing phenomenon, exacerbated by the pandemic and today's fast-paced environments. These stories and numbers aren't about weakness, they're about being human in demanding circumstances. The pressure is real. Statistics show workplace stress is linked to significant health issues, and a majority of workers feel it negatively impacts their home lives. Consider Tara, a 47-year-old marketing director facing the perfect storm of midlife stress. After her company's digital transformation, she found herself juggling remote teams and new technologies while managing teenagers and an aging parent at home. Her breaking point came during a video presentation when she experienced a panic attack, a clear signal her body was overwhelmed. Midlife stress, the hidden biological toll. Chronic stress during midlife isn't just a mental burden, it has tangible effects on our biology. The Midlife in the United States, MIDUS, study found that prolonged stress elevates hormones like norepinephrine and cortisol, which are linked to accelerated cellular aging and increased inflammation. This biological wear and tear, known as allostatic load, can lead to health issues such as cardiovascular disease and cognitive decline. For women, the menopausal transition adds another layer of complexity. Fluctuating estrogen levels during this period can impact mood, memory, and overall brain health, making stress management even more crucial. Understanding these physiological changes underscores the importance of proactive stress management strategies in midlife. Okay, enough about the problem, let's talk solutions. The exciting part is that science offers real, actionable strategies. And guess what? Protective factors like optimism, humor, and resilience can genuinely help buffer against burnout. Building resilience is a skill we can learn. So, what actually works? Strategy 1. Complete the stress cycle physically. Remember Dr. Emily Nagoski? She emphasizes that stress hormones don't just disappear when the stressor ends, your body needs a clear, all-clear signal. Physical activity does this best. Just 20 minutes of moderate movement, a walk, dancing in your kitchen, jumping jacks, can tell your nervous system you're safe. Michael, a midlife professional, started walking before work and saw real improvements in his sleep and anxiety. Other ways to complete the cycle. A deep belly laugh, even a fake one. A 20-second hug, deep breathing, or even a good cry. Neuroscientist Dr. Andrew Huberman backs this. These physical acts shift us from fight or flight to rest and digest. Strategy 2. Take micro breaks, guilt-free. Powering through isn't heroic, it's harmful. Research shows short, intentional breaks improve focus, creativity, and mood. Think micro-recoveries, not week-long escapes. Brené Brown suggests actually naming overwhelm and saying, I need 10 minutes of non-doing. That could be stepping outside, sipping water mindfully, or closing your eyes for 60 seconds. Schedule these pauses like meetings, your brain will thank you. Strategy 3. Mindfulness and thought reframing. Mindfulness, just 5 to 10 minutes of present moment awareness, helps you respond to stress, not react to it. Apps like Calm or Headspace are great entry points. Pair that with cognitive restructuring, flipping unhelpful thoughts into more helpful ones. Instead of I'll never keep up, try I've learned new things before, one step at a time. Dr. Martin Seligman's research shows this shift significantly reduces stress. Strategy 4. Be kind to yourself really. Self-compassion isn't fluffy, it's essential. Dr. Kristen Neff's research shows it reduces burnout and builds emotional resilience. When you're overwhelmed, try putting your hand on your heart and saying, this is hard right now. It's okay to feel this. It sounds simple, but it calms the nervous system and supports boundary setting. Self-compassion isn't selfish, it's smart. Strategy 5. Set generous boundaries. Boundaries aren't walls, they're bridges to better functioning. Psychologist Adam Grant calls them generous boundaries. They help you show up as your best self. Learn to say no, or I can help tomorrow, like Sophia, a healthcare admin who shifted from reactive to intentional and saw improvements at work and home. Do less, do it better. Strategy 6. Nurture your people. Connection is a biological necessity. Dr. Vivek Murthy and the Harvard Adult Development Study agree. The quality of our relationships is a stronger predictor of well-being than cholesterol. In midlife, when isolation can sneak in, prioritize real connection, coffee chats, honest conversations, shared laughs. Even a single supportive text can help stress feel less overwhelming. Let's get practical. Tools you can use this week. 1. The daily stress cycle check-in. End your workday with 5 minutes. Rate your stress, 1-10, name the cause, and choose one cycle-completing activity: movement, laughter, deep breaths, or a 20-sec hug. Track what works. 2. 3 good things practice. Each night, jot down 3 things that went well and why. Even 1 week of this practice can boost well-being for months. Train your brain to scan for the good. 3. The energy audit. For 1 week, rate your daily activities from 5 draining to +5 energizing. Look for patterns. What can be reduced, delegated, or reframed? What +5 activities can you do more of? Dr. Jim Loher reminds us, energy, unlike time, can be renewed. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with a thought from psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor Viktor Frankl. He said, "Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space lies our freedom and power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our happiness." The stressors of midlife, the job demands, the family needs, the pace of change, those are the stimuli. They might feel overwhelming and largely out of our control. But that space, that's where your power lies. You get to choose your response. You don't have to overhaul your life overnight. Choose one thing from today. Maybe it's a 5-minute mindful breathing break. Maybe it's deciding to leave work on time twice this week. Maybe it's trying the 3 good things exercise tonight. Start small, be consistent, be kind to yourself in the process. Remember, managing stress and preventing burnout isn't about achieving some mythical state of perfect calm. It's about building a resilient, sustainable relationship with the pressures of life so you can show up for what truly matters: your health, your relationships, your values, and your own sense of purpose and joy. You've navigated challenges before, and you absolutely have the capacity to navigate this. Thank you for tuning in. If this episode resonated, please subscribe and maybe share it with a friend or colleague who could use a recharge. Stress management strategy, tracker templates, and relevant references discussed today can be found at our website, link to which is provided in the description box below. Take care of yourself and see you in the next one.